1945, the end of Nazi Germany and the so-called final solution, the Nazi program to exterminate the Jews. But was it the end? A German professor says the spirit of the final solution did not die with the Nazi regime, but was passed on to Israel's enemies in the Middle East.
Absolutely. They are not the Nazis. It's not the same. And Auschwitz, was a singular crime. There are no gas chambers and stuff like this. But you can say the ideology of the Nazis is still alive, and you see it by the arbitrary killing of Jews.
Himself the son of Nazi supporters, Matthias Kunzel is today a professor of political science in Hamburg, Germany, and the author of Jihad and Jew Hatred, Islamism, Nazism, and the Roots of 9/11.
My starting point was, of course, Auschwitz, because I'm a German, and so I had to study, how could this happen?
Kunzel found himself asking the same question after 9/11, and he knew immediately that part of the answer was Nazi ideology. He knew that Hitler had dreamed of destroying New York because it was Jewish, the same view, according to German court records, of 9/11 leader Mohammed Atta.
When I saw the 9/11 event in television in Germany, it was not difficult for me to see the fingerprints of anti-Semitism even in this event.
A central figure in Kunzel's book is the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, Haj Amin al-Husseini, the highest Muslim authority in Palestine and an ardent admirer of the Nazis. As a close friend of SS Chief Heinrich Himmler, the Mufti spent World War II in Nazi Germany. He helped oversee a German shortwave broadcast to the Middle East called Radio Zissen, which tried to win over Arabs and Muslims to the Nazi cause.
Every evening there was this kind of anti-Semitic propaganda in order to influence the mindset of the Arabs. And it was sent not only in Arabic language, but also in Persian language, also in Turkish language.
A faithful listener to the anti-Semitic programs in Persian on Radio Zissen was a young Ayatollah Khomeini, who would later turn Iran into a Muslim theocracy which today seeks the destruction of Israel. Kunzel also documents how the Nazis gave money to the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt.
Nazi Germany put all its weight behind the Muslim Brotherhood.
And the Muslim Brotherhood distributed Arabic translations of Mein Kampf. The Muslim Brotherhood is the parent of terrorist groups like the PLO, Hezbollah, Hamas, and al-Qaeda. The Mufti living in Berlin hoped to bring the Nazis' final solution to Palestine, and was personally responsible for persuading the Nazis not to free 5,000 Jewish children, who were sent to death camps instead. After the war, the Mufti faced war crimes charges, but the Allies feared angering the Arabs and allowed the Mufti to return to the Middle East, where he lived until 1974. Before he died, he handpicked as his successor to lead the Palestinians a family relative named Yasser Arafat.
The Mufti thought that Arafat would be the right guy to lead the Palestinian movement.
Kunzel says parts of Islam have always been anti-Semitic and not because of Nazi ideology. But he says what the Nazis did export to the Middle East is the idea that the world will not be truly liberated until the Jews are dead.
If you want to kill any Jew, you go with a suicide belt in the middle of the city, and every victim is a good victim because it's a Jew. This is the Nazi mindset. And if you shoot now the rockets, nobody knows who will get killed. But if it's a Jew, it's always good. It doesn't matter who he was, what he thinks about politics, what he did in his life. If it's a Jew, he or she has to be killed.
As Israel remembers the Holocaust, Iran seeks a bomb it can use to erase the Jewish state in order to make a better world. It's something Hitler could have only dreamed of. Dale Hurd, CBN News.